So this video is inspired out of an experience we had on our last hike, which was Lena Lakes. It's about an 8-mile round trip hike. It's a hike you shouldn't do unless your kids are actually used to hiking. Around 3 miles up the trail, we ran into a family that, well, let's just say they were having a hard time. You see, Mom had seen pictures of the hike that a friend of hers from years ago had done, and she said, you know what, we're going to do this. And that was as far as preparation went. So they took off, they went on this hike, and they decided to wear things like sweatpants and shoes that were comfortable rather than, you know, more hardy things for hiking. And about 3 miles up the trail, they realized they didn't have any snacks and that they were out of water. And seeing this, I always pack extra snacks, and I had an extra water bottle, and we gave it to them. But the look of frustration and stress on Mom and Dad's face was a look I've had myself. And if you've ever been there where you realize you need something and it's back at the car, or even worse, back at home, just know you're not alone. I will give them kudos. They did not yell at their kids, but I could tell they were close. So here are my 4 tips to hiking with kids and not yelling at them. Tip number 1, preparation. Prepare for the hike. The last thing you want to do is to get out somewhere and realize that it's terrible weather, you didn't have the right gear, or worst of all, somebody gets hurt and you have no way to fix that, and you have no way to get out. So do your preparation. Read trail reports. There's an app called All Trails. There's lots of other sites that have up-to-date trail reports. There's Facebook groups. Just post, hey, I'm going here. Does anybody know how the trail conditions are? What should I bring? And know that's different for every single person. What you bring and what you do to prepare is different for every single person. So that's tip number 1, preparation. Tip number 2, give independence. As you can see, he just climbed up this root, but everything around here is soft dirt because this tree just fell, and this tree's actually really stable. I know that because I checked it to make sure it was safe. Giving independence will give the kids their own sense of adventure. And that's really important on these types of trips, is that they have their own memories. But I also have the kids pack their own things, like snacks and water. Except for on this trip. For some reason, I got stuck with all that. But normally, Boss is carrying a backpack. What do you carry in your backpack?
Supplies.
What?
Supplies.
Supplies?
Look.
We just saw a deer over here. Pretty fun. Okay. I have to be quiet. We just saw a deer over here. Tip number 3, though, is to bring snacks. Having snacks is the difference between a good day and a bad day. It's amazing how attitudes can change when you dish out something that's special and only used on the trail. What I do is I have the kids pick out 2 to 3 snacks at the store that they want to use on the trail. I don't really care if they're healthy or not healthy because they're just in the bag for motivation. I want to make sure it's something that's not super bulky and filling like donuts, but also something that's not super boring like trail mix. I always have trail mix. That's like a given. But you want special snacks for the kids. So leave the donuts at home or have them at the trailhead, but have the kids pick out their own snacks. Tip number 4, be excited about nature. If your kids see that you're excited, they'll be excited. They're like mirrors. Thank you. I'd love to have your snack. If they see you're excited, they'll be excited. I can't tell you how many times I've seen parents on the trail where they look stressed and the kids look stressed. My hat's off to you that are excited even when you have a slowpoke or a complainer in your group, because those are the ones who are going to be successful. So if you feel like you're a little overwhelmed, a little bit stressed out, take a deep breath. Remember the 4 tips. Prepare, give independence, bring snacks, and be excited about the outdoors. Thanks for watching.
Listen to me.
Someone's excited about the outdoors.